Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you what the garden looks like in June here in Massachusetts. So everything is starting to bloom. The hydrangeas are getting bigger and bigger. The vegetable garden is looking quite healthy. So I'm quite excited to show you around and hopefully you enjoy what you see. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Enjoy the tour. Everything is pretty much filled up. The hydrangeas have started to bloom and they're starting to get really big. This hydrangea that you're looking at right here didn't actually bloom last year, so I'm very excited that it's blooming this year. And we got lots more in this garden. So once they fill up, I'm really looking forward to what it's going to look like when they're all bloomed up. And I did plant some impatiens here, which are getting buried. As you can see, they're quite small in comparison to the other plants, and I just spotted a weed. Nobody likes a weed. All right, and then so we'll go back again. I got another pinned impatiens here. I wanted a contrast to the blue, but to be honest with you, I feel like the hydrangeas are swallowing these up. I did also plant another white impatiens plant here that's doing a little bit better, and I'm hoping that it's gonna grow bigger. And this is also one of our bigger hydrangeas that is looking pretty healthy this year. And then we're gonna walk down to a little corner that I just created. The grass never grew on this area, so what I decided to do was just create a little corner with some Supertunia. This is Supertunia hot pink, and then we've got some white Super Bells as well. So I'm curious to see what it's gonna look like when it's all bloomed up. And then moving over to the other side of the garden, we have more hydrangeas, of course. As you can see, this big one here has really bloomed. So, I mean, just to think that it started off as a tiny plant is so unbelievable to me. It has grown so much. I'm actually thinking that I need to kind of cut it down. I'm not ready to do that yet, so I'm going to let it just grow like that. And then more impatiens. I do plant a lot of impatiens because this is a shade garden for the most part. We do get some sun, but not a lot. And these are supposed to bloom into white. I forget what the name is, but I will put it on the screen. And we've got our boxwoods, which always look good. And then we also have another hydrangea. This one I love, this one, because it's got more of a purplish rather than the blue color compared to the other one that is quite blue. More impatiens. And I actually just cut down this peony because the blooms were all dead. So now I'm just letting it get healthy for the summer and get ready for next year. Impatiens. And this is a pot that has, I believe it is called Supertunia. I might have to put it on the screen as well. I forget which name it is. More petunias over here. These look good when they grow really big and they start cascading down the plant. This one you see right here also is going to create some blooms towards the fall. So it's going to look pretty right here. And then I've got another impatiens hiding down here. And you will see back there that we actually have a huge hosta. I think it's the Empress Wood. It's got these really huge leaves, as you can see. It's absolutely stunning. It's thunder hides back there. I don't even want to know what's hiding down there. Okay, everything looks pretty healthy. And then now we're gonna move forward to our vegetable garden. We really don't do a lot of vegetables. So I do have some more impatiens right here. I like this peach color. So it's a little different from my usual pink. And can you believe this is oregano and it's perennial, so it comes back every year. And so are these strawberries. And I have some mint growing in there too. And these strawberries are perennial, so they actually came back from last year, which is quite amazing for Massachusetts. The kale is looking good. I think it's due for some pruning. I'm gonna take some, maybe cook it for dinner this summer. We got the bell peppers, that are starting to flower up. So we're going to get some fruits in, basil, and we've got a huge tomato plant. It is growing so huge. As you can see, you got some tomatoes coming up along here, which is so exciting. I just gotta watch this one because it is kind of growing out of control. Look at that. And then we're gonna move further down. This is actually a new bed that I created this year in our side garden. My husband usually grills over here, so there was nothing at all back there. That's why the grass looks pretty patchy, but now we actually have something to look at when we're sitting here and grilling. So I want to call this like a white garden because it's mostly filled with like white flowers. Still a work in progress, but it's not pretty yet, but I'm working on it. So I also got Supertunia. I love anything Supertunia. So I got the Supertunia Snowdrift, Boxwoods, and I also bought the plantain lily, not the plantain lily, the hosta, Patriot hosta. I like that it's got the white, so we go eat our white garden. More Supertunia, and wow, guys, this is new for me. These are looking so good. These are called Astilbe. So I got a peach color here and a pink one, and they're doing really well. This the Astilbe is really growing pretty good. And Supertunia and hosta. And one of my favorite flowers in the garden right now, it's the Dream Cloud Hydrangea. This is actually one of their new varieties which they're testing out, and I can say, wow, go for it, guys. This is amazing. I just love this. It's like pure white flowers, because most of the time the white hydrangeas have like almost like a greenish white, but this is actually pure white. So it's absolutely stunning. And here's another look at the white garden. And then on this side here, this is a brand new bag, so it's still a work in progress. I also planted some hydrangeas here because I just gotta have hydrangeas. They're my favorite ones. These are actually like dwarf hydrangeas, so they don't grow very big, which is perfect for this side of the yard. And more Supertunia Snowdrift. And this is the hydrangea. I forget what color it's going to look like when it blooms. I feel like it's going to be a pink, but we're going to find out. So we're moving over to the garden at the very front of the yard. This one is also doing pretty well. We have got more hydrangeas, guys, of course, surprise, surprise. And I love these because they're also like a purplish and a bluish color, and they look really good. And then one of the stars of the shore, we have the Supertunia Bubblegum. I am so excited to grow this one this year, and it's doing amazingly. Absolutely amazing. I think I'll never ever not have anything else other than the Supertunia Bubblegum here. Looks so amazing, and it's filling up the bed pretty well.